right, Philadelphia, we are finally back to continue our GM mode commentary with your Philadelphia Flyers. It's time to continue our Year 5 offseason with those Flyers, and we got some big decisions. Now, take a deep seat because in this video, we are taking care of the offseason, and we are taking care of all of Year 6. So we are going to simulate and hopefully be in a playoff position so that we can try to win our third Stanley Cup in a row. It's been a fantastic 5 years here for the Philadelphia Flyers. I have absolutely stopped the pain, and look at that, Philly. 28 and 29, the Philadelphia Flyers, your Stanley Cup champions. And now I have the opportunity to do something that's even rare for my GM modes, to win 3 Stanley Cups in a row. Now, the last video, we already parted ways with some of our veteran talent. Joel Farabee traded to Chicago. Travis Sanheim traded to Buffalo. The reason we had to do that is we're getting into salary cap hell now. Now, we signed our goaltender, Gabriel Daigle, but only to a 2-year deal. He was asking for like $10 million plus. The fact that we got him there, we'll deal with it. We got like a 2-year window right here before we got to make some more decisions. But when you look at our blue line, right? Artem Levshunov, he is locked up long-term, perfect. But then you got a guy like Rasmus Andersson, and this guy, without a question, helps us in the simulation. 89 overall, but he's 32. I am not willing to extend him at $11 million per year. I can either trade him for a draft pick or a prospect. I'm not going to trade him for a young up-and-coming stud player. I think that's cheesing the system. So I'd have to, if I'm going to trade him to a playoff-bound team for a first-rounder or a nothing prospect, something that they're not looking for, something that they're not relying on. Or I could just keep him and go for one more Stanley Cup. And the more I looked at this team, I thought to myself, I can do both. I can retool, make sure the future is still set, but also go for that rare back-to-back-to-back. So, to start this video, I will let everyone know my goal is to win the Stanley Cup next season. Whatever happens, happens. And I'm all right with guys like Anderson and even Cam York walking off the team. Cam York wants an extension as well, and 10.6, right? We're 5 years into this. The salary cap has gone up. I might be able to get Cam York back for something respectable, but I'm going to wait till the end of the year for that one, all right? So Anderson and York, they're staying, but we don't know what the future's going to be. So let's say those two guys walk. Then in the future, you got Levshunov, you got Zamula, you got Yoansu, you got Hommel, you got the secondary Yoansu, Passy Yoansu. Don't know if he's going to grow. So we would definitely be in the market to reacquire another defenseman for Levshunov. Probably a left-handed defensive defenseman if Hommel doesn't become that guy, if Hommel's just a second liner, but I'm all right with that. I could find that. So defensively, we're not going to touch a thing. Now, forwards, this is where it gets interesting. There's no way in hell we're going to have the same depth as last year. Now, before I show you guys the contract situation, because he's not here, I already dropped him to free agency. Our second line center that we traded for at the trade deadline last year, we gave up Chet Luchenko and we got Kirby Dach, and he went on to have a fantastic run with the Philadelphia Flyers. In 20 games played during the regular season, he had 21 points, plus 12, and during the playoffs, 22 games played, 17 points, plus 5. I love the fact that he throws the body. I love the fact that he wins face-offs. This is my second line center for the next, 6 years, right? Behind our first line of Gavin McKenna, Shane Wright, and Matvei Michkov. Now, to sign him, he's going to want 6 years at $9 million per. Now, 6 years actually works out, because look at this. Matvei Michkov, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You sign Kirby Dach, you lock him up to the same window as everyone else. When I look at my center depth, right, don't really have much. Ryan McLeod did not become the second line center that we wanted, but he's a perfect third line center, and he's had big moments for us. We're still holding on to Sean Couturier, our captain. He's not going anywhere. Hopefully he retires next season. That's a lot of money that I could part ways with, but that's one of the challenges. I got to deal with it. And in the system, just some low top 6 and some medium top 6. So I don't have a young replacement for a second line center. Kirby Dach is the guy, without question. I keep on backing out of this screen. But when you look at our forwards, just imagine Kirby Dach is in here, right? First line, Matvei Michkov, Shane Wright, Gavin McKenna. Second line, Konechny, Tippett, Seneca. But those 3 guys, none of them are center. So it's got to be Kirby Dach, and then 2 out of these 3. The other guy is going to play on the third line, but these three guys are way too good to be on the third line. Travis Konechny, he's got a no movement clause, and to me, this is the most valuable winger that I have, man. When we got into trouble in the playoffs, this guy showed up big time. Remember, I put him on the first line last year against Edmonton, put him on the first line this year when McKenna went down with the injury. My man won a Conn Smythe. Look at those points. He's not going anywhere. And if I have a 2-year window here with Gabriel Daigle, he'll be 34. It's perfect. And his contract becomes a tradable contract after 2 more years. So I got Konechny when he's 32, 33. I'm perfectly fine with that. I like Beckett Seneca on the left, a big player. His offensive awareness and defensive awareness, he's going nowhere. That leaves Owen Tippett. Now, Owen Tippett on this team, if he was a first liner, he'd put up a lot more points. Hell, he had 50 goals 2 years ago. But last year, 30 goals, 57 points, and in the playoffs, 16 points, 22 games played. At 30 years of age, I think this guy has the most value to trade away. 6.2. With that and my cap space at $5 million, I would free up enough to bring back Kirby Dach into this lineup. And then my third line, I mean, I got it on paper here. I got a lot of younger players that I can start playing in the bottom 6. And also, if I need to pick up a third or fourth liner for the playoff run, that's something that we can do come trade deadline day. So I would like to move on from Owen Tippett here. He's had a fantastic career, but I need to free up that cap space. Now, I'm not going to bore all of you guys. I've already done some pre-scouting, but we do have a potential problem here. Because if I trade away Owen Tippett to free up the cap space for Kirby Dach, right? Let me just go UFA. Kirby Dach has already got one team interested. Now, the organizational interest it's perfect for us with Kirby Dach, which is really good. But there is the potential that I trade away Owen Tippett and some other team poaches Kirby Dach away from me. And then I'm kind of in like, oh no, what have I done? I'm still all right with that happening because it doesn't change the fact that I needed a second line center. So if we don't get our hands on Kirby Dach, I might go for a veteran like Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, might go for a veteran like John Tavares, or I might look at one of these other guys like a Shane Pinto or do a hard look and see what they got. It might also be something that we trade for at the trade deadline, a second line center. So even if things don't go according to plan, I'm all right with this, all right? So let's get to the proposed trade screen, and I want to show you guys. I've already done some pre-scouting, and this might piss off some people, but I'm going to do it. First off, Owen Tippett. The first stage, we are trading him to the West. I don't need no 50-goal scorer back in my division. The Calgary Flames, everybody. Now, let me re-jog your memory. In this universe, the Flames have been regrowing, retooling, rebuilding, and they are ready to go. Year 1 or year 2, I forget which one it was. Hang on, I'm on right wingers here, all skaters. They picked up, was it Maxime? What was his first name? Maxime Teratukin, drafted first overall in the year 2 NHL entry draft. Power forward. Take a look at some of these stats, right? 30 goals, 30 goals, 30 goals. He's ready to break out. They also drafted from Calgary, Landon Dupont. He was second overall the year after that, year number 3. And the funny thing about Landon Dupont, he hasn't played in the NHL just yet. Can you say, not Conn Smythe, but Calder Trophy winner this year? So they got Landon Dupont at 86 as a rookie. Ready to go. They got Teratukin, they got Coots, they got Perek, they got Calder. They got a young team, but you know what? They could use some wingers on this team. Other than Teratukin, let me see who they got on the left side. They got Huberdeau's 2 years left. He's going to be dropping off, right? And on the right side, Alex Tuck is 33. Coronado is nice. So you got Coronado, you got Teratukin. I don't know. Owen Tippett, a 50-goal scorer. I think it would work out for them. I do. So I'm going to put Owen Tippett there, but I don't want to bring back salary. For a young team like this, I want to poach some of their younger players, all right? But players that they're not necessarily going to use. First up, on the left wing, I'd love Teratukin, but that ain't going to happen. We're going to go for this guy. What's his name? Is it Marcus or Matthew? Malcolm. Oh, God, I got that one wrong. He's actually going in this year's NHL entry draft. He went in year number 1, 8th overall to the Buffalo Sabres. Malcolm Spence, right? Now, he has yet to play a single game in the NHL at 22 years of age, but look at that. Offensive awareness, 86. Defensive awareness, 85. I did the same thing with Beckett Seneca. Those are the 2 stats that I really like. And for a depth third liner who's making $1.1 million for the next year, perfect. So I'll add him to the trade, right? So there's a left winger. We go to the right side now, all right? We take a look at all their right wingers. You got Tuck in there, Coronado, Holmstrom. This guy, Sikora, 1 year, 1 million, 24 years of age. Let's see when he was drafted. 2022 in the second round by the New York Rangers. Has he played yet in the NHL? He has played in the NHL. He had his first full season. 22 points, 13 goals, -1. Adam Sikora, but again, I like the defensive and offensive awareness. He's got some poise as well. Just the depth right winger that's not going to cost me too much, all right? So I'll pick him up. When we look at the defensive side of things, they got a lot of young prospects here. Perek and DuPont, obviously, they're their top guys, right? But then they got this guy, Arcabello, and I'd love to get Arcabello, but this guy was just drafted last year, 17th overall. I don't think they'd be willing to give up on someone like that. When a guy's 22, 23, 24, they've had him for a while. This guy is still fresh, so I can't take that defenseman. But speaking of 24-year-old, 1 year left at .9, Hunter Brustovitz. How do you pronounce that name? My God, drafted by Vancouver in 2023, but look at the offensive awareness, 87, defensive awareness, 84. Let me slap him into the deal as well. So I'm getting a left winger, I'm getting a right winger, and then, hell, let me see if we got a center in here. Can we get a center? Let me just take a look at all their best centers. They got Sharon Govich, they got Honzig, they got Jaeger, they got McDermott. Oh, McDermott. Oh, Coots, medium elite, damn. McDermott, when was this guy drafted? Hang on. McDermott was drafted... Oh, wow. They had Arcabello at 17, and then at 20, they had Chase McDermott. So he went last year. There's no way they'd get rid of him. Coots is 22, but he's got some trade value. I don't want that. Jaeger, 80 overall, 24 years of age. Dear God, offensive awareness 95. Braden Jaeger. Hang on a second. Where the heck? You haven't played in the NHL just yet. This could be something interesting. This could be something interesting. And an 83, and he's only getting paid .8. That's the guy. That is the guy, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here we go. Spence, Sikora, Brustovitz, and Jaeger. Basically, I'm getting a young player that's been given up on, right? It's not one of their top prospects, and I'm just getting 4 of them, 1 for each position. Now, hang on. Let me just do this again. Let me just make sure I'm not cheesing the system. When I sort by potential, Coots is their main guy, Honzig second, Jaeger's third. So I'm taking their third best center prospect, but you know what? I think McDermott is even better. So I'm taking their 4th best center prospect. Left wing, they got Basha in there. They got Ekberg, but they have Teratukin. So maybe their 2nd best left wing prospect. Right wing, they still have Tuck, they still have Coronado. I wouldn't say Sikora at 24 is a prospect anymore, so he's nothing. And then defensively, it's not DuPont, it's not Perek, it's not Calder, it's not Arcabello. Yeah, I'm taking like either the 3rd or 4th guy from each position. I'm all right with that. And you know what? I'm going to do a little GM Superbman here. It's Owen Tippett. He scored 50 goals 2 years ago. I want a freaking draft pick in there as well. All right, so from Calgary's perspective, they still have all their best prospects. They have Teratukin on the left. They're going to get Tippett now on the right, and they got, what's his name, coming up to the NHL, DuPont next season, offensive defenseman. So they're going to get themselves a 50-goal scorer for the next 3 years. Then they got to sign their young guns, but Tippett's contract will be up. This, to me, makes all the sense in the world. Calgary, will it go through? Oh, baby! GM Superbman pulls the trigger on Owen Tippett, sending him over to the Calgary Flames for 4 players, baby. Well, thank you very much, Owen Tippett. Thank you. I can't believe that went through. I thought they were going to say something. I got a 4th round. I might have been able to get a 3rd rounder in there. So let's take a look at the Calgary Flames now. Their forward core, right? Owen Tippett is now their 3rd best. Their 2nd best is a 33-year-old. Owen Tippett is, oh yeah, that's with 3 years left, and he's only at 6.2, right? So your center core, you got Sharon Govich, you got Honzig. Your left wing, you got Teratukin. You're not playing Huberdeau for much longer, and you're not playing Tuck much longer. So Owen Tippett, Teratukin, and their first line, Sharon Govich. And then defensively, you got Perek and DuPont, all right? And for us, we free up that cap space. My 3rd and 4th line are now created, and I got a boatload of depth. They can start in the AHL. They can make their way up, man. So Levshunov, Anderson, York, Zamula, Yoansu, Brustovitz is in there now. Hommel and Jackeye. And then forwards, let me just go down here and take a look. After McLeod, Delandria. Yeah, look at Jaeger, Sikora, Spence. I got a bunch of guys who are cheap, and we'll see. We'll see. So a little bit of a salary cap dump. Maybe some people are saying Johnny should have got a draft pick there, but I actually wanted some players because of those offensive and defensive overalls, right? Now we get to the hard part of this. Kirby Dack. Well, Kirby Dack Please, God, let me get this guy signed, all right? I will pay. So 9.050 offer contract. Hang on. So one team is interested. Offer contract. You guys think I should go through a negotiation to maybe see player request first line for? Oh my God. All right, so I got $10 million to work with here. Let's see if I go up to 10, how much more? Okay, so we're not going to be able to sign him within one day. He's going to have to take a few days to think about it. And other teams are going to be oh, Jesus. All right. So we're going to have to go to a negotiation here. GM Superbman, get your shit together, all right? It's time to freaking get that dub Riz. Hi there. I've been hearing good things about your organization. Yeah, you were here when we won the Stanley Cup last year, Kirby Dak. I'm definitely interested in possibly becoming part of your team. All right, so charm is very convincing. Bang, babe. Yes. All right. Now, he's already really into the team, so I don't need to talk to him about the organization or anything like that. I want to get right into the contract, all right? Right into it. Dub Riz. All right, so 6-year extension, that's perfect. That matches Matt Michkov. Perfect. I'll give that to you. 6-year extension, no problem. All right, so the value is still there. Very convincing. It's great. We're in a 6-year. Asking price is 905. Yeah, that's fine by me, but I will improve the offer for you, all right? I will also include a full no movement clause. Now, this is a big move, but I saw the way he played, and I need somebody for the second line center. I would absolutely give you a full no movement clause. This is my swan song here. This is my guy. I'm not going to be here for 25 years, right? I'm going to be here for the next 5. Kirby Dak is my second line center. I am fine with keeping him on this team. He'll be 34 when it's done. Just like Travis Konechny, he can get it done. Now, I'm looking to play on the first line. Oh, shit. No, you can't play on the first line. Oh, no. He wanted to play on the first line and the first line power play. All right, here we go. W Riz time. You can play on the top 6 forward line, buddy. Shit. Did it go up or did it go down? I think it went up. Yeah, looking good. All right, W Riz. Here we go. Maybe I can, hang on, negotiation. Maybe I can, like, give him another promise. Hang on. Maybe I can give him another promise, because I think it went up. I said you're in the top 6. You're not on the first line power play, but I'll give you power play time for sure. Oh, it went up. W Riz is taking over. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'll do that. 6 years, $9 million per, full no movement clause, and he plays on the second line forward core, and he plays on the second line power play. Yeah, I'm good with that, Kirby Dak. Oh my God. So that's as much value that I can get out of this. Oh, shit. Please, God, don't let some other team come over here and steal them from me. 6 years, $9 million per offer contract. Oh, shit. All right, so if he doesn't sign, oh, God, who is my, the thing is, though, these other centers are going to get taken while I'm waiting, right? So 2 teams are interested in Kirby Dak. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. One day, and yes, I can simulate for, another team offered him something. No, I'm going to lose Kirby Dak, and they just traded away Owen Tippett. Oh, no. Day 2. Let's see. Okay, it's a trade. Colorado. Now, get the hell out of here. In fact, let me just take the due diligence. I'm not trading away any of my younger players. You stupid game with your stupid trade block, assuming that you know what I want. I didn't even back out. Whatever. What? Back to GM mode, baby. Back to new glitches, and every time I'm playing. Advanced day. Let's see what we got. Another fucking trade. I tried to get rid of it, but you didn't let me. Another where are we going? Kirby Dak. 4 teams are interested. Why? Just because he won a Stanley Cup? I mean, come on. No one liked him when he was in Montreal. I traded for him. And now you're all trying to poach him away. You pieces of shit. Third day. Please. Oh, yes! W Riz! GM Superbman. He went to Kirby Dak's home at the 11th hour, and he pleaded with him, please, God. All right, 3 in a row. Please come back. I traded away Owen Tippett for you. And Kirby Dak agrees to come back and be the second line center for the Philadelphia Flyers. Oh, my God. It was so close. Thank God, man. 4 different teams. Woo! That negotiation was, it was so useful. All right, create new file. I'm saving it. I am saving it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we have spent our cap now. I don't have much to spend. I got 47 players under contract. I got like, what, $1.8 million of cap. That's enough for the playoffs. All right. Oh, I need a backup goalie. I need a goalie. So we're going to spend our money on just maybe 2 goalies here. All right. So I will get a goalie. So my defensive core, Levshinov, Anderson, York, Zamula, Yoansu, Brustovich, Hommel, and Jack Guy. That's 8 defensemen. That's perfect. Forwards, Matvei Michkov, Shane Wright, McKenna. Konechny, Kirby Dack now with that no movement clause, all right? I know, but I'm perfectly fine with locking in a guy like this. And Kirby Dack is now making more than Shane Wright, McKenna, not as much as Michkov, but I had to do it, man. I had to do it. I needed a second line center. I'm going for a Stanley Cup. And now when it comes to our third line, I mean, I got it on paper here. I can either go Spence, I can go Sikora, I can bring up Dalton. Dalton can get a chance this year, guys. What do you guys think about Rohan Dalton? Haven't played him yet in the NHL. He's played in the AHL, but this guy could be a 4th-line right wing. I could still give time to Morin, Zachary Morin. Yeah, Zachary Morin. This guy's not growing, though. That low franchise. And I got Sean Couturier. All right, so I'm pretty good, ladies and gents. I am pretty good. Last but not least, all we need to do now is sign 2 goaltenders nice and cheap, like the cheapest kind of goaltenders that we can find, all right? Askarov, hell no. So anybody with like 0.8, there it is. These 0.8s right here, all right? Primu, Shelovs, there you go. I'll get Shelovs for the freaking Vancouver Canuck fans, all right? Here you go. Oh, he wants 2 years? Get the hell out of here. They all want 2 years. Sandstrom, John Gibson, hell yeah. Let me get some veteran on this team. John Gibson, 0.8, thank you very much. I accept your offer. Yeah, let me see if I go to age. Is there anybody else that's older and cheap? Philip Grubauer, Gibson, Olmark, Brassot. Anybody nice and cheap? Dance, Binnington. I could bring Binnington back, but no, I got to save some money. If he was cheap, I'd do it. If it was cheap. Nah, none of these guys are cheap, so... Again, I want to keep that salary cap clean. I will give Primu 2 years. He's still in his 20s, so that's fine. Yeah, Caden Primu, 0.8. There it is, bud. I accept your offer. All right, so we got 49 contracts out of 50. I got 1 spot for a roster move. We are good to go, ladies and gentlemen. So let's advance, and I'll show you guys where some of these free agents went. Let's go. All right, Philadelphia. We also wanted to see about the extensions for our other players. The guys that we just traded for from Calgary, they can't be extended till January 1st, but Ryan McLeod is up, and he wants a real good contract. 2 years, $2 million per. Let's go. I'm not going to rush. That's all right, buddy. Take your time, but you know he's coming back. And there you go, Ryan McLeod. I accept your offer. So we are saving money with Ryan McLeod. There's our 3rd line, even 4th liner for the future, only making $2 million per. We got him for the next 3 years. Let's go. So here are the free agents that got signed. Let's see if we have any kind of crazy destinations. Quinn Byfield, LA. He was an RFA. Yes, Quinn Byfield going to the LA Kings. Next up, Svechnikov going back to the Carolina Hurricanes. Fleischman, right, he was drafted. When was this guy drafted again? 2nd overall in year number 2, going back to the Minnesota Wild. Macklin Celebrini, how much did he sign for? 2 years at 9.3 per. This guy trying to maximize. Lane Hudson, dear God, Lane Hudson at 25 years of age. How good is he? 88 overall. He has signed a $12.875 mil per for only 3 seasons with the Montreal Canadiens, man. Caden Lidstrom, 13.8. These contracts are getting out of control now. William Eklund, Sedlak. I was just looking for any UFAs. Kirby Dack, Zegras. Where did Zegras end up going? Oh, all right. Let's get to the next season, for fuck's sake. All right, Philadelphia. So here we are for the year 6 season simulation. I've already taken the time with the Twitch and YouTube scouts. We've edited the lines. We've made sure everything is good. So let's do a quick little look through on what the year 6 Flyers look like. Our first line, Gavin McKenna, Shane Wright, Matvei Michkov. Still only +4. Maybe we can get some zone factors in there. McKenna, it's just their X factors that don't work. We'll get a +5 eventually. I'm surprised that it's not there yet. Second line, Travis Konechny, Kirby Dack, and Beckett Seneca. So that's why we did the Owen Tippett trade. Just nowhere to fit him. I'm not playing him on the 3rd line. And now our 3rd line, look at this, Malcolm Spence and Sikora. And Malcolm Spence, he already grew to an 82. His offensive awareness is 90. Defensive awareness is 89. I mean, holy shit. Sikora, not so good. But again, it's a body for me, right? Ryan McLeod, we extended him. And then we're trying to get Zachary Morin. I know he's 74. Everyone's saying he's shit, Johnny. I want to try to change him into a playmaker. It's my pet project. We'll see. Sean Couturier, you guys, he's the captain. He's the captain. 78 overall. Holy shit. it, and we're giving Rohan Dalton, our second rounder from year 2, the chance on the 4th line in his rookie season. Defensively, it's Levshunov and Anderson still. That's why I kept them. Yoansu got a nice jump up to 83 with Cam York, and then Hamel up to an 82 from 80 alongside of Zamula. And in the net, we got the 89 overall. They're going to start the freaking season with Fedotov as my goalie. I can't game. Gabriel Day at 89 overall. A backup might be something we want to target in free agency, ladies and gentlemen. And then the AHL, I mean, I got some of these guys like Yeager, and I know, Johnny, play Yeager. We got Couturier, but if we don't have a big trade deadline this year, guys like Yeager and Brustovitz, they can be called up for depth, for injuries, or just to shake it up for the playoffs, all right? So one more year, then we're going to be parting ways with some of our bigger and older players, and then in comes Yeager, in comes Brustovitz. Remember, the trade with Owen Tippett wasn't to acquire pieces. It was more about a cap dump and bring back some younger players that can just fill up the gaps, right? So that is what we got for the Philadelphia Flyers. But you know what? It's been a while since the last episode. Let's do a little bit of universe building here and go throughout the league and see what's going on. So there he is, Owen Tippett, the newest member of the Calgary Flames. You can see how he brings this team together now. Hanzig has got some X factors. He grew to an 87, 24 years of age. Teratukin is 21, and Owen Tippett now, he's going to get 50 goals again on that first line, man. My God. Defensively, Perek Dupont is on the second line. They got an 88 overall. Yeah, watch out for the Calgary Flames this year. Les Montreal Canadiens. You guys remember we traded Jet Luchenko for Kirby Dack. We locked him up. There's Jet Luchenko, 23. What kind of season is he going to have? But they also had the first overall pick, Miles Graham. First overall this year. Jet Luchenko, you get traded from Philly, and now you get to play alongside of Frondel and Graham. The next chapter for the Montreal Canadiens. That team, man. And what about their blue line? Oh, yeah, Lane Hudson, the $13 million man, right? How much is he making? 12.8, my God. I wanted to check in on the Ottawa Senators because of this man, Antti Granlund, franchise piece in year number 3, went first overall. And look at that first line. Granlund, Stützle, and Tkachuk, man. Always in my GM modes. They get the best players, but they just never deliver. Is this the year the Ottawa Senators make the playoffs? Our rivals, the Chicago Blackhawks, with Connor Bedard, and look who his new first line right wing is, Joel Farabee. He's gonna get like 100 points with Connor Bedard, and then his overall is going to go up to like 88, 89 overall. He's got 3 years left at $5 million per. Chicago's going to turn Joel Farabee into something spectacular, and they still have Jamie Drysdale, who's on the second line behind Seth Jones and Korchinski as a 92 with a freaking zone ability. What? The Buffalo Sabres. They finally started making the playoffs in this universe. I think it's been like 2, 3, 4 years in a row. Zach Benson, 92. Tage Thompson, 90. They got Rasmus Dahlin. They still have Owen Power. And look at their blue line. I gave them Travis Sanheim. Look at that blue line, man. What will the Buffalo Sabres do this year? We might have to face them in the freaking conference finals, man. Let's see how St. Louis is doing with the Hughes. First, Austin Matthews alongside of Robert Thomas and Jake Neighbors. Matthews signed that huge contract over here, right? What was it again? 20.22. Oh my God. He's got 6 years left making $20 million per. He wanted to get paid. And the other Hughes, Quinn Hughes, he's over here making 17 mil, man. And they missed the playoffs last year. Good God. Last but not least, the fans wanted this because it's hilarious. Trevor Zegras is now the first line center for the Toronto Maple Leafs alongside of an aging Willie Nylander at 33 years of age. Matt Nyes is still there as well. Freaking Nils Hoglander, Zegras, and Nylander. Phil, just take this team over already. Defensively, holy shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that's enough off-season. That's enough preseason. That's enough line changes and preparation. The Twitch and YouTube scouts, they've been here through all the editing. They don't get the freaking abbreviated version like you all on YouTube, but here we go. Let's start the Year 6 season simulation with game number 1 up against the Carolina Hurricanes, a team that we've had playoff rivalries with, right? So we're going to do a playoff simulation first just to start the season. The same way a playoff game game would go for us with this team on paper. How does it look? Power play for us doesn't go in. Power play for them doesn't go in, right? Kirby Dach, my free agent acquisition on the power play before Svechnikov ties up the game. I'm very happy with that Kirby Dach signing. I'd love to see what the comment section is going to be on YouTube. What do you guys think, man? There might have been better options out there. $9 million is a little bit steep in the no movement clause, but we're not a team taking chances. We're a team with back-to-back Stanley Cups. He's 28. He delivered on the faceoffs, delivered in the body checking, power play, penalty kill, and he brings that second line together, man. So I'm very happy with it so far. And this game, look at this, man. We're keeping the puck out of the net, but not a lot of shots on target. I mean, Carolina, that blue line, I mean, we're 5 years in. They can't have that blue line still together. Power play late for the Philadelphia Flyers goes nowhere. We might be able to jump in for a late third period. Power play late again for Philadelphia. They do not score. You know what? Let's do it. Oh, never mind. Matvei Michkov scores. We're just going to keep the simulation going here. Late with 6 minutes left, and the Philadelphia... Oh! Jarvis! With 2 seconds remaining, it's not over yet. They played so well until 2 seconds, and Seth Jarvis rips it. So the first game means overtime. Oh, what a shit show we're in for. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Shit show, that is overtime. 3v3 overtime as well. What do we got in store? Svechnikov plays in the middle. Good job by Shane Wright. Michkov, turnover. No. Sebastian Aho into the middle. Carlo Aho snipes it. The O's, baby. Oh, my God. What a celebration by Sebastian Aho. Did he just knee? Did he just knee our freaking goaltender in the back of the head? That is so offside, man. And the Carolina Hurricanes on banner-raising night for Philadelphia. They block us in overtime. Unbelievable, man. Michkov, you're terrible. That's why we didn't give him the freaking C. Look at this. Look at this. Sebastian Aho plays it over. Freaking Brendan Carlo. It turns into a playmaker here. Just taps it off, and Aho rips it. Matvei Michkov just looking at it. Yo, Matvei, you want to freaking block the shot or do something? Gabriel Daig, you want to move the... Yeah, just get your glove out of the way of it. There you go. Yeah, I don't want to touch the puck. I don't want to hit it. And then Aho, the dickhead that he is. Look at this. Look at this. Gets in there. I've lost to this team enough, man. Muay Thai knee upcoming. Referee, watch this shit. Look at that! Oh, that's some bullshit right there. What is our goaltender supposed to do? Gabriel Daig, man. He's sitting on his fucking head. Oh, got Muay Thai knee. Muay Thai knee! Alrighty, so overtime didn't go our way. That's alright. Let's get with the simulation. Regrettably, I have to decline your offer. You no longer have enough roster spots available for me to join your team. I don't have Joshua Ho-Sang anymore, ladies and gentlemen. He's gone. Oh, man. Oh, well, 33 years of age. He still has that 92 defensive awareness. I guess I could trade him away somewhere, but hang on. Maybe I could free up some space somewhere here. Listen, it's a real simple trade, all right? You're going to give me next year's 7th rounder, all right? I'm going to give you next year's 7th rounder, but you're also going to take on Phillips and Huban, all right? Just do a team a favor here, all right? Help me out. If I didn't accept this offer, the Boston Bruin fans would call for my resignation. This is a no-brainer. Shut the fuck up. They're nobody. I'm fleecing you. All right, I'm getting my roster clear so I can bring in the legendary Joshua Ho-Sang. GM Superbman brings back the good luck charm, Joshua Ho-Sang. Yeah. All right, game. Are you fucking... what is this game doing? It can't handle it. The game can't fucking handle... So there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Joshua Ho-Sang going nowhere. He's back in the AHL, and he's on our penalty kill as well with that 92 defensive awareness. Don't ever say GM Superbman doesn't listen to the fans. I just did it right there. All right, so let's continue. Let's see if we have any crazy games up ahead of us. Buffalo with Sanheim. That could be interesting. Pittsburgh, Montreal with that. You know what? I want to see that Montreal game. So we're going to simulate up there with that first overall pick and also Chet Luchenko. We'll see. A 2-1 loss to the Colorado Avalanche, and 2 games in, your Philadelphia Flyers have yet to record a win. Buffalo Sabres up against the former Flyer, Travis Sanheim, and we get a nice win. 8-3 win over the Pittsburgh Penguins. All right, Miles Graham, first time ever ever seeing this first overall pick. Let's see what kind of game he brings our way. So we did our playoff sim. Now we're going to go back to the real-time quick sim, all right? So first period, 0-0. Man, the real-time sim not giving us goals here. Second period, I'll take that. Matvey Michkov helping us out again. Third period, all right. Spence with 3 seconds to go. He gets the game winner. Yeah, didn't see anything from the first overall pick, Miles Graham right there. And the Philadelphia Flyers on the game winner from, what's it, Malcolm Spence? Marcus Spence? Shit, I forget his name. I think it's Malcolm. All right, so let's get up to the first and let's do a little bit of chemistry talk, shall we? Now, good thing we still have Andrew Brunette, so all of our chemistry is still lingering from previous years. And here you go. We're on a winning streak, 5-1-1. We've won 5 in a row, so things are looking good. Let's quickly take a look at which chemistry that we could do. But the first thing I want to do is we gotta make up our mind on what's his name down here, Zachary Morin. Is he real or is he shite? You know. So, Bud, I need you desperately to change your play style. All right? Would you be willing to do it? Thank you. I need a playmaker. Very convincing. I need a playmaker. There. Ooh, here we go. Long-term, 2-month objective. Become a playmaker, all right? Here we go. Here we go. Zachary Morin, he has agreed to become a playmaker over the next 2 months. All right, so first line, chemistry is good. Second line, connect me, I can't change. Third line, you got to get Spence, McLeod, and Sikora. Dalton, Couturier, and Morin is already there. So it's basically 5 of my bottom 6 players have got to be talked to, all right? Scheme fit for Dalton. Let's go, Dalton. Rohan Dalton. He ain't playing around. He wants to play on the 4th line immediately. A rookie, he's just happy to be up here. Rohan, you're my man. Thank you. Captain Couturier, this may be a little bit offensive. I may be disrespecting you right now, but you need to learn how to become a 4th liner on this team. Captain Couturier, you can count on me. He knows he's 78 overall. He can feel it. Spence, come on. You've been a great acquisition for us. Ooh! I like Malcolm Spence so far. Yes! This is what I mean. I got some believers here in Philadelphia. Ooh, yeah, second line. All right. Everybody in Philly helping me out right now. So, Minnesota, we're going to start this second month. 2 months for Zachary Morin. We're waiting on him. And the Philadelphia Flyers have won 7 in a row right now. Killing it. 8 in a row right now. Shootout wins happening. 8 in a row for Philly. 9 in a row for Philly. 9-1-1. 10 in a row for Philly, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so when we're on a run like this, I really don't want to jump in. Things are looking good, but that Calgary game is up there right now. Come on. Let's go. Dallas Stars. It's that 6-4 loss. All right, so we won 10 in a row right there, the Philadelphia Flyers. That's a good start to the regular season. We lose another one. We've lost 2 in regulation of our last 3. That's fine. So a perfect game to jump in. First period, 0-0 once again. Second period, 1-0. Spence against his former team. Beautiful. Third period. Oh, Shane Wright, and Calgary can't score. Get the hell out of here. You're still too young, Calgary. Up against McJesus and Draisaitl with the Oilers. That's a 5-3 win. The Flyers are once again on a winning streak. That's 3 in a row. Up against Vegas. New Jersey, that's another win, man. The Islanders have already fired their head coach early in the season, and the Islanders are already giving up, man. What are the Islanders? What's their record? Hang on, the Islanders. I want to make fun of Barry Floopity Flip. Islanders are 2-19-1. I got to see their fucking team. I got to see their team. 2-19-1. What? Holy shit. You might be on pace for like worst of all time with that. I don't even know what the worst record is. Hang on, I gotta see what this team looks like. Islanders, let's see. Horvat, Barzell, Siplikov. Well, 5 years from now, they really haven't done much. Shane Pinto, Kuzmenko, Vetrano. Hartman, Jost, Boakfist, Hunt, Trennan, Duhave. That's your fucking team 5 years from now? Get a goddamn draft pick going. Thank God they got the first overall pick this year. Pellick, Pulak, Dobson, Alexiak, Mayfield. They haven't done shit! Goaltender, so they haven't done shit. They kept the same fucking losing team together. They got all no movement clauses. They can't do anything. Well, you know what? This might be foreshadowing. I think we know who needs GM Superbman's talents next. The New York Islanders, man. Holy shit. Zachary Morin. I believe we drafted him in the first year. Or it was the second year, can't remember, but a low franchise, and I thought we had something special. He just has never developed, and we turned Gavin McKenna from low franchise into medium franchise, right? The storyline for him was that he was looked over because of all the injuries he had, but it worked out for us. But this other guy, Zachary Morin, I just can't find find the combination that works, right? So let's get another month done here, and let's see if it comes back. Ernesto Miraz, yeah. I'll just replace players down there. Anytime an injury happens with the AHL squad, I'll just replace player. I made sure that all the top guys are playing, so if they get injured, then I replace. All right, here we go. So our first injury to our NHL squad, Adam Sikora has been injured with a pulled groin. Estimated return is January 4th, 2030, so I'm just going to replace him. He's only going to be out for like a week or so. You know what I'm going to do, though? I have a chance here because it's going to be Delandria or Cates who gets thrown in. So I actually want to use Rohan Dalton on the third line right wing to give him some extra ice time here. All right, so Dalton, good luck, buddy. What kind of season you having? 3 goals, 8 assists. All right, fourth line, not bad. Morin, how you playing, buddy? Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm not gonna be able to justify this much longer, Zachary Morin. The fans are not going to appreciate me holding on to you just because you got low franchise, brother. You got to get going, my man. All right, so the Detroit Red Wings, let's advance a day here. We're coming right to the end. I just want to sim to next game. I'll stay right here because I know injuries are going to pop up. The Boston Bruins in the 28th. We're winning games left and right, ladies and gentlemen. 4-1 over the Boston Bruins. Get the hell out of here. And last but not least, before the end of the month, the Buffalo Sabres with Travis Sanheim. I'm just going to advance the day there as well. Sikora is available to play in the team's next game, so we'll bring him back. All right, here we go. Morin, buddy, this might be it. If you fucking say no, I'm sorry for swearing. If you effing say no, I might be trading you with whatever trade value you have, bud. What do you got for me? Starting the conversation. Despite my best efforts, I don't think I've become a true playmaker. It's just not for me. Sorry, GM Flyers GM. Fucking gone. Fucking gone. He's got to go. He's got to go, man. He's not the guy. He ain't it. On ice play. Can I get position? Oh, man. Do we have time before the next trade deadline? I don't know. I probably have to wait another month now for him. Oh, my God. I can't do it. But we're winning games. It's like, who would I even want to acquire? All right. So we got our months in. We're January 1st, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do a little bit of a look through around the NHL. First up, the team stats, right? Philadelphia, Carolina, Washington, New York, the Devils, not so good. Pittsburgh, Columbus, the Islanders, 6-26. Oh, my God. Pacific, Seattle, the Kraken, good season. Vancouver, Anaheim, LA, San Jose, still not there. Edmonton, yikes. I mean, they can bring it back. Golden Knights, Calgary, with Owen Tippett. Did I fleece them? I don't know. Was that a bad trade for them? At least I didn't take any of their top prospects. Yikes, I don't know. Let me take a look at the Atlantic Division. Buffalo with Sanheim. That was a good trade for them. Detroit Red Wings, Tampa Bay Lightning, Boston, Ottawa is still there. Montreal, they've got, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Toronto and Florida. Wow, is Florida past their prime now? Are they starting to age out? And the Central, Minnesota, St. Louis, the Ooze, they're doing good this year. Winnipeg, Colorado, Dallas, the defending Western Conference champion, Chicago, oh my God, and Utah back there. Mitch Marner, you're terrible. Sorry, Mitch. Terrible, Mitch Marner. Team stats, so I mean, let me just go back in here for a second. Let me go to the entire league. Goals for per game, we are scoring goals, so I don't have to worry about a damn thing. Goals against per game, we are keeping the puck out of the net. Power play percentage, almost 30%, only second to the Ooze. And then penalty kill percentage, 82. Respectable. Damn, Vancouver, a 90% penalty kill. Holy shit. They are keeping the puck out of the net. Nice job. All right, so let's take a look at some of these player stats here, shall we? My God, Matvei Michkov. He's got himself 34 goals in 35 games played. Holy shit. Where is this one? 14 assists? All right, well, he's the shooter this year. Fuck. Gavin McKenna's got 40. Yeah, they just work together, man. They just work together. Basically, look at the shot totals. Michkov got 139. McKenna's got 73. Michkov literally shoots twice as many. He's 24% shoot. That's going to come down. That is going to come down. There's no fucking way. And then Shane Wright is just the two-way guy that kind of does both but gets the puck back for them. So that's what I mean about the first line. It's set. It's not going anywhere. Konechny doing his thing. Dak doing his. That's why I got Kirby Dak, guys. Again, Kirby Dak stats, right? Point per game, throwing the body just as much as everybody else. I'm a body-checking team, and also the face-off percentage is second best in there. Beckett Seneca, McLeod, Spence, 16 points, +7 on the third line. Real good for Spence. Rohan Dalton, Sakura, Morin. It's not that players, right? But they're not minuses, which is nice. Defensively, Lev Shanov might have a 20-goal season. He's up to 30. Not my God. Anderson. That's why we kept Rasmus Anderson. It's just for one more year. He works so well with Lev Shanov. It just, look at them. Look at them go. And goaltender, I might have a Vezina. Fedotov, my man, the Wang Gang. 949. 5-1 is a backup. Fuck yeah. Thanks, bud. If we want to upgrade our younger players, remember, I can always play Cates and Delandria in the playoffs instead of Dalton and freaking Morin like I did last year, right? So I already have a cup contending team, a capable NHL team. But is there somebody out there that I could just acquire for cheap, retain some salary on like a $3 or $4 million player that got to the mid-80s, you know? I don't really have cap space as well. Are we going to upgrade on a player that has cap hit on this team? It's weird because Sean Couturier's $7 million is kind of still keeping us from having that flexibility to bring in some pieces, but I'm all right with that because this team is something special. Look at that record, 33-8-4. There's no reason to think that we won't play like this come the playoffs. Just want to stay healthy right now, but coming to the end of January, and boom, there it is again, February 1st. All right, so I'm going to do something again. I want to see it one more time. All right, people might disagree with this, but I'm going to see Zachary Morin. Is there any chance I can change him again? Or is it gone for the season? Play style. Buddy. Oh, fuck you. All right. Another year is gone, and another year where I can't even turn this guy into the player that I want to turn him into. He's a bust. It's been a while since I've had this is a real bust. A low franchise, and it just hasn't worked out anyway. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, so let's get back to this. Do I have any big games popping up? Michael Pizzetta, that's Lehigh Valley, or Lehigh, however you freaking pronounce it. I'm sure people in the chat are going to say, John, you're saying it wrong. There goes Amadio. He'll be back. I'll get him back in there. Don't worry. Let me just get a few more games. He is the low elite player that we just drafted. There's a win against the Islanders. Cam York. All right, replace. Yeah, I want to get to the first of this month as quick as possible. We're going to reset everything. We're going to see what we have. And we're going to see what options that we should implement for the trade deadline. Whether we're selling some younger players or selling some older players. Sorry, I got to go back. I got to edit the lines. Yeah, I got to edit the lines here. All righty, so we've reinserted all the players. Let us get to that first of the month. I don't want the injury bug to be hitting us. Oh, man, that's an AHL player. Then the injury bug. Cam York. Oh, my God, he just fractured his jaw. Cam York comes back. It wasn't even a lingering injury. I checked it out. Comes back and fractured his jaw. And just like that. Gavin McKenna's been injured. All right. Jesus Christ, man. Let us stop here on the first. The injuries just... All right, so I got Cam York out and I got Gavin McKenna out. Not two no-name players here. Like my second best forward, my second best defenseman. Jesus. Cates is now on the first line. All right, so we're gonna mix this up a little bit. You know what, Spence? You've had a good year, buddy. You're gonna get the chance to play on the first line with Shane Wright and Matvei Michkov. All right. Although, you know what? In fact, I'm gonna move Seneca up to the first line because Matvei's having himself quite a year, and I want to keep that going. So Seneca, you're gonna move up. Spence is gonna then move up there. Morin, what kind of season? I mean, 2 goals, 6 assists. If I could just get this guy, he's right on the brink of becoming something. Like one more growth spurt. He's a decent playmaker, but it's just, I don't think it's going to happen, man. I got McKenna and York. Delandria is still back there, so I can deal with that. Defensively, Jack Guy is up there, so let me get Hommel up. Let me just move Hommel up over there a little bit. All right, goaltenders, and we'll just deal with this for right now. Gabriel Daigle, you're having a good season. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us do our due diligence and see what we have in terms of potential trades. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so we were looking through some trades here, and there is one player from the Toronto Maple Leafs, Kaliev. I have to find a player with good overall, but also low salary to make it work. Now, I got Zachary Morin lined up, but that trade value is way high, right? So I could get a lot more for this, but this is where I don't think we should fleece the Leafs. I think this is a good enough trade. Kaliev is kind of like in his prime, 28 years of age. He's something in the NHL. He's 85 overall, and they're retaining half the salary. And literally, like, Zachary Morin has done nothing in this universe, right? He has done nothing. His prospect days are long ago. AHL, he had one good year. Comes up to the NHL, 29 points plus 10. This year, he's having even less. Like, Zachary Morin, I mean, I could try to fleece the computer and get even more here, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, what, a draft pick? If I go like they don't even want to give up their draft picks. But this is crazy because I could get like a second because of that trade value, right? Oh, man, Rohan Dalton. I could use a depth goal scorer, Arthur Kaliev, and he's got poise as well. So, Zachary Morin, all those years ago in year 1, I drafted you 20th overall, and we thought we had a stud. He just didn't develop. I was trying to turn him into a playmaker. His overall would have probably jumped to 79, 80, but 2 years now, and he denied it both times. So, it's like, this is one true bust. I've never had a true bust like this, but this is a bust. Zachary Morin, get off my team. For Arthur, it was his first name, Arthur? Shit, yes, Arthur Kaliev to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Will it go through? Bang, baby! The Toronto Maple Leaf fans are going to be cheering in the streets. Yeah, you love your busts over there in Toronto, don't ya? We get off of Zachary Morin, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Now, I got 2 players that are injured. I'm not going to be able to bring up anybody. The cap space is going to be tight, man. But there you go. You wanted the extra bit? We got it. So let's go to the edit lines now and see what we look like when it comes to the playoff run. So, again, Couturier is still there. If I go for Kaliev, 85, I got to try to turn this guy into something, but he immediately now goes to the third line right wing. All right, Spence, he's going to be there. Seneca is going to be back on the second line. McKenna is going to be there on the first line. Look what Kaliev all of a sudden does to our third line. Going for it right now. If Morin jumps, so be it. But I'm going for that back-to-back Stanley Cup. And without question, that helps us out. And if we have an injury to Michkov or Konechny or Seneca or McKenna again, Kaliev is a nice little piece that you can throw in there. So I'm all right with that. It sucks to move on from Zachary Morin, but it just was not working out. So that's the move. I'm sticking with it, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. All right, and found the goaltender that I'm looking for from the Vegas Golden Knights, who are below 500. Akira Schmid. He's not going to cost us that much. 6'5" goalie. So for overtime, a bigger goaltender. 1 year left, 0.8. I signed John Gibson in the offseason, but he's down to 75 overall. So realistically, this is just a goaltender depth in case, what's his name? Our main guy, Gabriel Day goes down with an injury, right? I don't want to have a mid-70 overall in there for the simulation. So I'm just going to trade John Gibson and a 4th from this year for Schmid. There it is. Not too much to deliberate. Again, that's depth. All right, so GM Superbman has already made his moves, ladies and gentlemen. We acquire a right wing, Kaliev, 85 overall, and a backup goaltender, 82 overall. I don't see myself making too many more moves for the trade deadline. So let's see what is Nick Suzuki not re-signing with the Montreal Canadiens. Well, that could have been a nice second line center, but my man's already making 7.8. Oh, les Montreal Canadiens are not going to like that. Moritz Seider, he's looking to move on from the Detroit Red Wings. Gabriel Velarde in there, Igor Sharangovich, Philip Forsberg, Ryan Pulak, Oliver Bjorkstrand. Islanders desperately trying to get off of all their older players, man. Tommy Novak. Let's go to available players. Let me see what we got here between everyone. Trent Frederick, Carter Hart, Utah. Hang on. Trade alert. The Utah Hockey Club trade Alexander Kerfoot, Bryson, and Blankenberg to Minnesota Wild in exchange for Roy and Shields. Yeah, don't even know what the hell that means. Be nice to see the overalls of the players there, EA Sports. Carter Hart in Vegas, Michelli, Vinny Tro, Zach Hyman with Pittsburgh, is it? Zach Hyman making $13.8 million. Oh my God. It becomes impossible to make any trades with these guys, man. And all the Maverick Bork in there. Now John Tavares. San Jose. Wait a minute. Trade alert. The Sharks trade a second, a third, and Canizalo to Washington in exchange for Joe Veleno. Joe Veleno going to the San Jose Sharks. All right, so I am going to let everyone know ahead of time I am not making any trades. We've already made our trades. I got my backup goalie, and I got my third line right wing. I believe in everything else. We got Cates, we got Delandria to take over for Dalton and Couturier if I need to do that. And my defensive core, I got 280 overall guys, Brustovitz, and somebody else like Yoan Su or somebody else that we can bring up to the NHL squad. So we are going to simulate through the trade deadline. If anything happens, I will let you guys know. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so the trade deadline comes to an end. We already made our trades, and now we got the end of the season. So we're still dealing with some injuries on this squad. I do believe we got some guys who have come back, but there it is. Kaliev is in there now, right? We are still waiting for Gavin McKenna to come back. Dellandrea and York has got a lingering injury. I don't want to put York back in there until we know that it's healed, all right? So let's advance the day here. Let's get to the next one. Arbor Jack Guy has been injured with a... My God, man. The injuries. It's just like the game is decided. Right now, we're going to hit your team with everything. Cam York cannot be playing right now. So Dellandrea, get ready, buddy. You're playing a game on defense. 2-1 win over the Florida Panthers. Let's go. I got to get Cam York. Oh, Jack Guy is available to play in the next game. Is he? All right. Lots of different notifications popping up for me. Bruz time, John. Well, the problem is we're still in waivers, so if I have to drop a player down through waivers when the injuries come back, I might lose him, so I don't want to lose him. Are you fucking kidding me? York, a lingering injury for like 4 days. Like, fuck, man. Such a stupid system. Up next against the Winnipeg Jets. I gotta wait some more. All right, that's a 3-2 victory. And just it's also just how long it takes to go back from the simulation screen to the edit lines. Look at this. I gotta wait. Now I gotta wait for this to fucking load in. There you go, man. All right, Dellandrea out of the... He's still advance against the Dallas Stars. There it is. Lingering injury for 7 days or whatever it is, man. No, he's back. It was just a long-ass injury. All right, so we got Buffalo, we got Chicago, we got Tampa, Carolina, San Jose, Columbus. Let's get up through this month, and let's see if we can stay away from injury. Fucking hell, man. Stay away from injuries as Igor Zamula takes one. All right, I got to go back in here and manually edit the freaking lines again. God damn, I'm holding right trigger. Honestly, every screen, it takes like a second or two to load. It's like, nah, just loading. Just give me a second here. It's like a car you're trying to start up in the middle of the winter. Is EA Sports' NHL, and now it comes back and it's not even showing me. Fuck. You know what it is? It's just progressively gets more frustrating. Like, I've been live streaming now for over 2 hours. At the beginning I could deal with it, but now it's like I'm trying to bring this thing home. I'm trying to close out this stream with positivity, and it's just like delayed. McKenna's got a lingering injury, so there's no even point about coming back now. You stupid pile of shit game. You stupid pile of shit. All right, I'm just going to get through these 3 games, all right? Because I know Gavin McKenna's not going to come back. Hang on. Let me just get through Tampa Bay, blah, blah, blah. Let me get through the Carolina Hurricanes, blah, blah, blah. Thank you very much. Hammel's been injured with a bruised arm. Oh, yeah, a hockey player can't play through a bruise. Yeah, awesome. Awesome, man. Freaking game is just stellar. All right, I don't even know how to edit this, like, because I'm ranting and I'm all over the place, but let's just continue the simulation. Gavin McKenna is back. I'm still waiting for Hammel and Zamula to come back. All right, so let's just simulate to the end of this freaking... Oh, for God's sakes, just leave me alone with the injuries now. Leave me alone with the injuries. I'm done with these end of the regular season injuries, man. Nothing for the first 3 months and then just everything dumped on my head at one time. Hammel's returned to the lineup, which means I have to go to the roster to move players down, up and down through the roster. Got it. All right, now I'm going to send Fedotov down. Fedotov, you had a great regular season, but I can't chance losing Schmid, so you're the one getting sent down, buddy. All right, let's see. Will he clear waivers? He did. Fedotov cleared waivers. We are all right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God. What in the fuck is happening? All of a sudden! Every game I gotta... Oh, let me back up. Let me go back to line change screen. Here we go. Everyone's injured. Everyone's got a lingering injury. Can't play them with a lingering injury because can't put them on long-term injured reserve in this piece of shit game. No. Nothing, no options, no flexibility, nothing. All right, just get this done. Where am I at? 112. We are looking for that President's Trophy, ladies and gentlemen, all right? I'll go to the final 3 games of the regular season, please. Please, no more injuries. No more fucking injuries. 5-0 defeat over the Nashville Predators. Thank God. Washington, 3-2 shootout win. Thank God. Carolina, 2-0 regulation win. And it's official, ladies and gentlemen. In year number 6, your Philadelphia Flyers have won the President's Trophy. Are we going to get the President's Trophy curse? 2 Stanley Cups, President's Trophy. If we can win the cup this year, oh my God, what a 3-year run it would be. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's simulate right to the end of the regular season here. Columbus Blue Jackets, no injuries. 3-1 victory. Come on. 6-4 victory over the Washington Capitals. Oh, the worst team in the NHL. Hang on, we got to jump in. The New York Islanders. Hey, they got the 23 wins on the season. That's decent, right? Let's see how we play against the best team or the worst team in the NHL. Best team versus worst team. You know we're going to get EA'd right now. First period, 3-2. All right, they got 2. Matt Vey. Beckett Seneca and Rohan Dalton. Let's go, buddy. Second period, unfucking believable. Frank Vetrano scoring on us. Get the fuck out of here. 3-3. You know what? We already got the playoffs on our mind. We're like, we don't need to show up for this game. While the Islanders, Matthew Barzal. We got a major in this one, double minor. Good job, you idiots in Philadelphia. Holy crap, we're going to go into the playoffs losing against the worst team in the NHL. It's going to happen. I knew it. I told you we were going to get EA'd. A power play late. Good job, dumbasses. And we lose the Islanders 4-3. Unbelievable. Whatever. Let's take a look around the NHL and see what we got. In fact, yeah, let's, I'll take a look at the playoff standings afterwards. Right now, we'll go to the team stats just for the Philadelphia Flyers. Let's see how our team played. So, best team in the NHL, Philly, 122. Buffalo, and we traded Sanheim there. That blue line, that could be waiting for us in the conference finals, right? Oh my God. Philadelphia Flyers, 3.76, very good. Goals against per game, 2.46, very good. Power play percentage, 25.7. Let's go. Penalty kill percentage, 85.7. Come on, baby. So the Philadelphia Flyers everywhere, right? We are looking so good. Matvei Michkov leading our team in points with 109. 65 goal season for Matvei Michkov. Come on, man. What a year for this guy. He has turned into a goal scorer. My God, jumping from 46 up to 65 after that injury season that he had, after a season where he played 83 games somehow. This fucking game, I don't even know, man. 109 points for Matvei. Not his best point total season, but plus 65 as well. Hart Trophy? Can you say Hart Trophy? Shane Wright, great job. Gavin McKenna, great job. Look at that line, man. That is my first line. Plus 62, plus 67, plus 65. 15 game winners for Matvei Michkov. Holy shit. Kirby Dack did his job. That's why I got him. Konechny did his job. That's why I kept him. Kaliev. Let's see what he did for us, ladies and gentlemen. Philadelphia. All right, 8 points in 24 games played. Remember, no power play time and third line, but I got him just in case, right? So, that's a rental. That's a rental. I'm fine with that. Beckett Seneca. Spence. Great year for Spence. 22 goals. Third line, right? These are third line numbers here. McLeod, third line. Dalton, 12 goals. Sean Couturier, nice job, Couturier. Delandria and Cates, very nice. Defensively, Lev Shunov got 20 goals this year. So he had 28 last year, 20 this year. This guy's turning into a goal scorer, man. Almost 100 goals in his career, over 400 games. But over point per game, plus 59. Awesome. Awesome job. Rasmus Anderson, I'd love to bring you back, brother, but at 11 million. But that's what he does for us, right? It's going to be hard to replace him. Cam York, going to be hard to replace him. And in fact, I'll show you guys what the contracts look like for these guys before we sign off. And then everyone else, Hamel and Yoenzu, they did their job. Way to go. Goaltenders, ooh, did we win the Vezina this year? Did we win the Vezina? Schmid didn't do too well. What did he do for us, though? 1 game, 1 loss. Should have kept Fedotov, but whatever, man. With the 82 overall. There it is. Gabriel Daig. Nice job, my man. Now, hang on a second. Everyone wants to see it because we made the trade. Zachary Morin. What did you do with the Toronto Maple Leafs, you bum? With the Leafs, the season stats. Toronto, what? What? What player am I on right now, you stupid game? Was I on Emil Henneman? You just didn't load it up? You pile of shit of an excuse of a game. My God, man. They didn't even play him. They didn't even play him. They sent him down there to the minors and then didn't even play him in the minors. He just sat on the bench. He just sat on the bench. They just talked to him. Listen, Zachary Morin, you're a star, and here in Toronto, we pay our stars. So how is a 8-year full no movement clause, $16 million per year deal signed? And they're just, Zachary's like, well, what about 18? You know what? That sounds about right. Let's do it. All right, so the entire league, ladies and gentlemen, forwards. Pasternak, whoa! 60 and 64 with a plus 55. Never mind. I don't think Michkov is going to win the freaking... Nope. That goes to Pasternak this year. Aho, DeBrincat on Seattle? What? A 32, Barkov, Kaprizov, this universe is going to shit. The universe is going to shit. We're 6 years in. It's all over the place now, ladies and gentlemen. Defensively, Adam Fox with 87, Quinn Hughes, 85, Lev Shunov with 83. Norris, look at the plus minus. Norris for Lev. Bazooka Lev might be walking away with the Norris this year. Goaltenders, let me see. The most wins, Gabriel Daig, 913. maybe Connor Ingram. Fucking Connor Ingram is going to take it away from me on Vancouver. How? 80... Unbelievable. He's on Vancouver. He got that Vancouver boost. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if we advance the day here, who do the Philadelphia Flyers have in round 1 of the year 6 playoffs? It's going to be the Detroit Red Wings. Whoa. These two teams have faced off in the Stanley Cup Finals at one point. Eric Lindros, Stevie Y. Woo, there's a rivalry here, and this looks good, man. So hang on. Let's take a look at the entire playoff tree. Which teams made the playoffs, which teams didn't, right? So St. Louis against Colorado. That's Hughes for the Ooze. Matthews and Hughes. Minnesota, Winnipeg. All right. Seattle versus San Jose. San Jose with Macklin Celebrini. They finally broke through. They're in the playoffs. Vancouver and Anaheim. All right. So the West. Who didn't make it in the West that should have? Dallas, the team that we played in the Stanley Cup Finals last year. Nowhere. And Edmonton, the team that we played in the Stanley Cup Finals the year before that. Nowhere. So 2 Stanley Cup contenders that are now not even in the playoffs. And over in the East, the Rangers and the Devils, the Red Wings and your Flyers, Boston and Tampa and Buffalo. There's Buffalo up against the Florida Panthers, man. So no Calgary, no Chet Luchenko on Montreal. Ottawa with Granlund still haven't made it in. Chicago with Farabee and Bedard, they didn't make it in. Sanheim did. St. Louis did. The stories are going wild. So ladies and gentlemen, we got the year 6 playoffs, and that is coming up Friday. Make sure you don't miss the live stream. Make sure you guys are following us on Twitch, following us, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Hit that bell icon to turn on all notifications. You do not want to miss the chance for the Philadelphia Flyers to go back to back to back. See you guys in 2 days where we take it to the year 6 playoffs.